Yes, my sports to the bone people, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. The heart is still smiling. Yes, my people. After what we witnessed last night leading into this morning, the heart is still smiling. We're going to be taking a look at Justin Greaves and what he had to say after his magnificent batting display. We're also going to be zooming in on the Ashes. You know, we have been tracking this ongoing series between England and Australia. And I must say that the second test is heating up. Yeah, going to be looking at the scorecard. So just give a listening ear, my people, and you can let me know your thoughts. Before we go any further, remember, we're going to be live this evening at 7 p.m. So if you have anything that you want to talk about as it relates to the ongoing test series between West Indies and New Zealand, want to talk about the Ashes, want to talk football, whatever it is, we're going to be live. So you can come on and let us hear your thoughts. All right, let us jump into it, my people. So Justin Greaves, this morning I was watching some highlights, just looking at some videos, and while I was doing all of this, I was just smiling because I tell you, I enjoy the fight and the fact that the guys they really showed some determination. I realized that Justin Greaves was speaking about Kemar Roach and Shea Hope, batting with them on his way to his double century. So gonna be talking about that a little bit. Now, before we get into that though, double hundreds by West Indians in the fourth innings. Justin Greaves, he has found himself on a very good list here. At the top, we have Sir George Headley, right? George Headley, 223 in 1930 against England, and that was off 385 balls. Next, we have Sir Gordon Greenidge, yes, 214 not out of 242 against England in 1984. Kyle Mayers, a lot of you probably will remember that, 210 not out of 310. That was against Bangladesh in 2021, right? And Justin Greaves, 202 not out of 388. Just happened, right? So I witnessed two of them, Kyle Mayers and Justin Greaves. I wasn't around to see the other two on the list, but very good company there. Justin Greaves has found himself among. So big up to Justin Greaves, right? So talking about Justin, this is what he had to say when he was talking after the game. So this is him, and I quote: "Special day for me and the team, right? Kemar, the senior pro, guided me all the way. Hear that? Kemar Roach, the senior pro, guided me all the way. Roach has been a very, very professional player for us, my people. He's always ready, always there, always willing to fight to the end. It's not one time that I have witnessed Kemar Roach with things like this, right? I've seen Kemar Roach just stayed out there and bat forever. I remember him doing it with Shonda Paul. I remember, if my memory serves me right, I think he and Jaden Seals won a game against Pakistan for us recently, right? And he has done it several times on people just hanging around and just being difficult to dislodge, right? So Greaves is saying that Kemar Roach, senior pro, guided me all the way. He said that to be a part of history is exciting, but for me, it's one day at a time. Right, so that is what he's saying. He also spoke about, Shea Hope, saying that it was just a joy and a privilege to bat with him and watch Shea Hope out there go to work. So Justin Greaves there with some words after his magnificent batting display. All right, let's just quickly look at this England versus Australia scorecard. I don't think we spoke about it yesterday, but the day before, on the first day, I think on the second day, I think we spoke about it on the second day. So at the end of day 3, England, they're trailing by 400 and, by 43. They're trailing by 43. So scores again, England, they scored 334 in their first innings. Australia, 511. Yes. Even Mitchell Stark at the back end, they're stucking it out and batting, right? And England batting a second time, 134 for 6. In case you are not following, let me just give you the numbers real quick. So Zach Crawley top scored in the first innings for 76. Well, he didn't top score. He got 76. Talking about the openers, right? He got 76. Ben Duckett didn't do anything. Ollie Pope didn't do anything. So the top three, Zach Crawley top scored there. But Joe Root, he scored his first, you could say, test century there on Australian soil, getting 138 not out. Very, very impressive century there. Australia, bowling for them, Mitchell Stark picked up 6 for 75. So he was the pick of the bowlers. Australia, I think this is where we were the last time I spoke about it. Australia, 511. 511, my people. Quite a few guys getting starts, but no one really kicking on to get, a century. We saw Jake Weatherald at the top, 72. Marnus Lamachine, 65. Steve Smith, 61. We also saw Alex Carey, the wicketkeeper batter, getting 63. Cameron Green, 45. And Mitchell Stark at the back end getting 77 off 141. Some impressive batting there. Bowling for England, Cars, he got 4 for 152. Ben Stokes, 3 for 113. So Australia doing some work there with the bat. England batting a second time, 134 for 6. And they have already lost quite a, well, obviously they have lost 6 players, but, they have lost guys that they would expect to really, do most of the run scoring. So it's not like we have a Joe Root there still or a Harry Brook, right? Captain Ben Stokes is still there and 4, right? Zach Crawley made 44, Duckett 15, Ollie Pope 26, Root made 15, Harry Brook made 15 also. And bowling for Australia in the second innings, Scott Boland, Nassar and Mitchell Stark, they all have 2 wickets apiece. So going into day 4, my people, England, they trail by 43 runs. So they are definitely going to want to get that out the way and see whatever they can set real quick. So that is how it's going, my people. Let us see how it will work out. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Gonna leave it right here for now. We'll be talking about the Ashes, West Indies versus New Zealand, even the West Indies under 19s that recently won their series against England under 19s 5-2. We will also be zooming in on that. So just make sure that you come on and let us hear what your thoughts are. Make sure your notification bell is on, right? You don't just want to subscribe. Make sure the notification bell is on. So once I upload a video or once I go live, you can be notified that, yeah, Sports to the Bone is up and running. Gonna leave it right here for now, my people. Until later on, just continue to stay safe. Big up on yourself, and we will check in later on. Bless up, everybody. Bless.